Yes! Oh yeah! As you read the title, I continue with my opinion, and this game is a failure. It's total trash. Probably total trash is an overstatement. I still had fun, you know? And I think many of us had fun while playing this game, even though we didn't know if it wanted to be a linear game or an open world game. This is not going to be an extensive analysis of the game, it's gonna be more like a short review and my opinion about the game. If you don't agree with my opinion, just say in the comments. You stay with your opinion, I stay with mine. But no need to be hurtful for each other. We are all brothers and sisters. Am I right? Let's start by reviewing the campaign. I'm gonna talk about the missions and the story, and what set me off about them, cause, let's be honest, there were many things. So I'm just gonna start by saying that if you don't want spoilers, you better pass this first chapter and just go right to the next one, okay? Thanks guys. So the game begins with sending you on a snowy mountain with your buddy, your gang members, Dutch and Michael. That's right! The first mission had a really good start. You get to know the controllers, those three characters. It was good. And after that mission, there's another 2 missions. And they are like in this tutorial chapter. But that chapter just feels like a big mission. Cause there are no stop between those missions. So that area where you do the tutorial that is basically a mountain, like you just leave it. Cause after that chapter, you go to some plains close to a village. So you just left some place you could like explore. And it just felt like they were forcing me to explore that place more later. But I didn't want to do that, cause I was there before, where I can explore when I was there. Ain't that like basic logic? After this you start investing more time in this game. You start liking Arthur, cause he has a cool personality and he's kind of enjoyable guy. Not like other protagonists, am I right, Rockstar? But then you were in the end of the 4th chapter, where you are robbing a bank in Saint Denis, and they decide to escape from the city through a boat. And that's a good idea, but when the storm hits their ship and they wreck in Guarma, that Guarma chapter, that 5th chapter was just useless. Garbage. Waste of my precious time. I was so annoyed. I was so bored. I felt betrayed, disappointed. My god. After that, I didn't have any hopes in the game. I was complete zero. I just wanted to end the game. After that, I noticed a lot of wrong things. One of them was the capital nations that are so useless. More useless than a guy with no arms trying to help you to move the sofa. You can be the fucking worst, the worst asshole that ever lived. You could be Satan himself, and you would still finish the game pretty easily. Another thing that really, this was what set me off the most. It was in every mission, something goes wrong. Man, these guys are like, they have the worst bad luck. They have such bad luck. Even if they were just drinking a beer in a bar, something would have happened, like someone would just get in the bar and trying to kill them. It's just so stupid. But then there are some different endings that are according to Arthur's honor that they are pretty cool. Gotta be honest. I enjoyed. The last two chapters you play with John Marston. It's not that cool, but okay, it's okay. What pisses me off about this game, it's because it has such great characters, iconic ones, but they are not fully utilized, and that's just sad. It could have been a great game, but it's not. People say it's game of the year. It was not even close. Come on. If you felt like the missions treated you like a little baby, and you are right, well, the open world is the opposite. It treats you like a grown-ass man, like you should have been treated since the beginning of the game. And the open world, of course, it has its pros and its cons. And I'm gonna start with its pros. For example, the world is really beautiful, and it's really well made, and you have the desire to explore more, and that's what we want in a game, in an open world game. Want to explore, where you can get out of your horse and probably find a mask, an helmet, or even a weapon. That's pretty cool. It's awesome. You can still go hunting, fishing, and sell what you get in exchange for money. Even hunt legendary animals and catch legendary fish and make special satchels and special outfits. Bro! And that's super awesome! But these are the only pros I got. So moving on to the cons. By the way, these cons only exist because of the way missions were made. Like, the first one, it's because the missions are too linear. Going to explore between them feels unrealistic and takes off all the immersion. For example, a member of the gang gets kidnapped in one mission and you're going to save him in the next one. But in between these two, you're fooling around, petting a dog. It doesn't feel right, but petting the dog, it was totally worth it. The other con is after you finish the game, because many of us gamers, when we start to get a grip of the missions, we start doing them in one go. Then, when we finish the story, we have a whole map to explore, but we don't have desire because after finishing the game, the world feels dead and meaningless. And these are the two biggest flaws, because the game doesn't decide if it wants to be open world or linear. It's like when you're riding your horse and you're deciding either go around the tree through the left or right side, but instead you go straight into the tree. Yeah, this was always Rockstar's method, but with the other games, it was acceptable because of the limited hardware of the older generation console. However, the current generation is capable to handle a fully open world game. I only need one word to describe multiplayer in this game. Money! Why do I say this? Because everything costs a lot of gold and a lot of money, and you need to grind the hell out of it. Just as an example, probably a gun, it costs around $400, $200, $300, the good guns. And to get $100 is a pain in the ass. You need at least probably like 15 missions to get that money. And that's stupid. That's crazy. And gold, there's a lot of things that only cost gold. And how do you get gold? You can get through challenges. Yeah, 1/5 of a gold bar. That's crazy. You need to waste money to get gold bars. You already bought the game for $70. Still, you have to buy gold bars to get better. But let's talk about the game modes that there are and what you can do in multiplayer. So basically, in multiplayer you have a camp, like in the story. Not like that, because this camp. No, actually, it's like that. It doesn't do shit. It's useless. But now with the latest update, it changed. But I'm gonna talk about that later. So continuing on with what was already in the game, you had missions, you have a story basically in multiplayer. It's not bad, but you don't care, because Rockstar is not good with stories. You have your typical team deathmatch, I think, I don't remember because I don't play it, because it's always the same. Races that are totally garbage. What? They thought it would be so fun like GTA 5? Of course not. You have to go with your own horse. That's boring. You don't crash horses like cars. So it's totally boring. I don't remember any other game modes. You have some, I think it was capture the flag, that is basically capture the gold. It's really boring too. Nothing special. Is your typical game modes. In the open world of multiplayer, you have stranger missions. Those stranger missions are taking something to other place. So while you're riding to that other place, players can attack you. That's basically it. And then you can buy guns, you can buy clothes, horses, and like you know Rockstar, everything is expensive, even an haircut. So that's kinda dumb. I don't mean, it's not kinda, it's dumb. So what's new with the latest update of Red Dead Redemption? Basically you have 3 rows now. Before the rows, you have a battle pass, just like Fortnite, that it costs 35 gold bars. That's stupidly expensive. At least because it's still in beta, you can't really buy gold bars, but it's extremely hard to get them. But I think when you have the possibility to buy gold bars, everything is going to be more expensive, and it's going to be worse, because they are greedy. Rockstar only wants money now. They don't care about the players. But moving on to the rows, okay? Let's leave this behind, and after this I'll say my opinion. So there's basically 3 rows. What you do with them is just more stuff, so we won't get bored of the game. It's not bad, it's good, we need new stuff, because the game is boring. One of these new rows, it's the collector. To get that, you need to buy a collector's license, I think, or a collector's purse for 15 gold bars. Yet again, Rockstar. So, what do you do with these collectors? You can go to Madame Nazar, you buy the license from her, you buy a map. The map will display where the things are that you need to get. You go to the place, you get the thingy you need to get, one of the thingies, and you go back to Madame Nazar, and then you sell to her. You get some money. Some things are 14, others are 7, others are 8, but I don't think it's less than 7, from my experience. You have another row that I think most people thought it was the coolest. There is the Bounty Hunter. To get it, you need to get the Bounty Hunter license. That costs 15 gold bars. Nice, Rockstar. But it's not the coolest, because with the Bounty Hunter you basically go to a town, to the sheriff house, you get the bounties that are on the wood billboard, and then it will display where's the target. You go to the target, grab the guy. You know, it's preferable if you don't kill him, you just octai him, you put him in your horse, you take it back to the sheriff, and you get some money. It's not the coolest because you do it for like 3 times and you already experienced everything. There's nothing new, but they put a legendary bounty. I don't know how it's going to work, but I heard that it's hard. I didn't experience because you probably will need a posse and a wagon, so I didn't try it because I don't have friends. And the last one, it's the trader. The trader you can get for free, at least for now. You buy the trader license, that is, you get a new thing on your camp. Then you start hunting and donate what you hunt to the thing that you get. I don't remember what's called. When you donate to him, you need to have production materials that if you don't have, you can buy them or you can steal from someone. When you already donated a lot of stuff, you will have a lot of goods that you can sell. Basically a little mission that you have to go to somewhere to sell that. You can get a pretty good amount of money. And that's basically what the multiplayer has to offer. The game is not totally garbage. It has a lot of strong points, and I think for sometimes it's a good game, but it's mostly a decent game. It costs $70. It's really expensive. Not everyone can get that. And you buy an incomplete game. Multiplayer is still in beta. It's not complete. Even though it's a decent game, I'm really disappointed as someone that really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 1. I just feel while playing the game, while playing even the story, I need to buy everything. While in Red Dead Redemption 1, you could find the best horses, you could find them, you needed to know the places. But the only horse that's really good in Red Dead Redemption 2 that you can find, it's already the best in the game. And you can find it right in the beginning and right from the start. You get a lot of money. You are in the first missions and you get so much money. That is crazy. You almost have everything since the beginning of the game. It gives no satisfaction. And also, just feel like a little baby because they are always telling what you have to do. You can't do things on your own. And I just start thinking, it's crazy how a game for adults treat them like kids and a game for kids treat them like adults. But I'm gonna end the video here, guys. It was really hard to make this video happen, and I just hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I'm hoping in the future to make more this type of videos. And until next time, thank you and see ya.